topic of this presentation is leadership. I will discuss various leadership styles, share my personal leadership styles and characteristics, and finally give some insight into how I plan to implement what I learned about leadership as a head coach. Leadership can be defined as the act of positively guiding a group or team to reach a common goal. There are 6 leadership styles that I'm going to discuss. The first is authoritative. An authoritative leader moves or guides individuals or a group to strive toward a vision or goal. They inspire others to follow their lead. The next style of leadership is coercive. Coercive leadership can be described as very demanding. It is often seen as a my way or highway philosophy. It is also looked at as do what I tell you. The third style of leadership is affiliative. An affiliative leader is someone who brings individuals together and puts people first before goals or tasks. A common way of looking at an affiliative leader is people come first. The next style of leadership is democratic. A democratic leader takes into account the voice of all those involved. Decisions are typically made by a consensus vote. It supports team unity and collaboration. The next style of leadership is pace setting. Pace-setting leaders set very high standards and expect those under him or her to meet those standards. They are quick to point out those who make mistakes or perform poorly. They also neglect to recognize the hard work and achievement of many. The last style is coaching. Coaching can be thought of as developing others. Coaches allow for growth through trial and error and is about the long-term success rather than quick satisfaction. In my experience, I have found that I use a variety of leadership styles. I use authoritative leadership in creating a vision and direction for the team and program. I show players my passion for this vision and motivate them to come along on our journey to success. I also use affiliative leadership in creating positive relationship between players and the coaching staff. I show players that I care about them as an individual and not just as a player. We have a family atmosphere and make sure to include team activities such as dinners and game night. Becoming more of a democratic leader is something I challenged myself to do this past season. I believe it helped motivate players and make them feel a sense of belonging. I allowed players to participate in decision making such as which practice drills we would do, team dress, meals, and even game strategies. I also use pace setting to set high standards and hold players accountable to reach those standards. However, I do not pinpoint poor performers or demonize anyone for struggling, but rather support and encourage continual growth. The majority of my leadership is focused around coaching. I try to use my knowledge to help players and the team achieve their goals and continuously improve. I am willing to sacrifice short-term success for long-term growth. This year we are going to incorporate classroom and on-court activities that teach players about leadership and also give them the opportunity to develop their leadership skills. Players will be given a weekly video, article, or podcast to watch, read, or listen to prior to our classroom activity. Each week we will focus on a specific aspect of leadership, such as character or positive encouragement. During team activities and practices, each player will be given the opportunity to lead warm-ups, drills, and breakdowns. Developing leadership skills takes practice, and players will be given multiple opportunities to develop those skills throughout the season. The foundation of our program is built on developing high-character young men. The mission of our team is the pursuit of excellence in the classroom, on the court, and in the community. The goal is for players to develop life skills while continually improving and reaching their maximum potential in the sport of basketball. Our team belief is we, not me. And that's what we teach. At the start of the year, we are taught about the importance of communication between everyone involved in the program. I make sure players know that I am always there for them in all aspects of life. We use things such as the Remind app for team communication and also have a Twitter account for posting basketball-related information. Try to make constant communication with players on a daily basis to make sure that they know that we are there for them and we are all trying to reach for one goal.